Okay, hello everyone. Hello. Just wanted to let you know I am indeed here. And pretty much just waiting for everything to be up and running. The website just updated, meaning that the stream is now live on thekingofhate.com. I just tweeted that the stream is live, so undoubtedly in the next few minutes we will see more and more people jump onto the stream, which is good. So far, the game is exactly what I expected. Nothing more, nothing less. But the bottom line is, if you remember correctly, if you actually remember the original Dishonored, okay, it was pretty much the same as this game. It actually had a very slow beginning and a slow build, and then as you unlocked more and more abilities and powers over the course of the game ended up becoming a lot better. And by the end of the game, it ended up being really fun with all the different teleportation and the takedowns and all the stuff that you had. But it takes a while to get there, right? And indeed, the plot as well of the original Dishonored started off slow, but then ended up getting better and progressively better the more you played the game. I almost feel that's how this is going to be. It'll be a slower build. Right now, my only real complaint is the frame rate. Right now, because I'm going with a melee combat / kind of violent run where I'm trying to kill people instead of be stealthy and avoid them. A lot of the times when I'm trying to do melee combat, it's just not controllable because the frame rate dips terribly when you're trying to fight people and you can't really parry like the game expects you to in order to do the instant counter / executions, simply because the frame rate sucks. And I end up mashing right trigger to hit these guys rather than trying to time anything because it's just not a good optimized game right now on this PS4. So, it is what it is. It's a little annoying in my opinion. Now, I don't know if that's going to get any better, you know, or if it's just... I don't know. I'm a little disappointed, honestly, because the original Dishonored did not have this kind of problem at all. It was very well optimized on the Xbox 360 that I played it on. So now to have these issues 4 years later with the sequel is kind of disheartening, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to play for another 2 hours tonight, okay? I'm going to give it about 5 minutes here. Let's see how many people join. I'm not doing any formal pre-stream tonight at all. I'm just going to jump right in. I'm just going to sit here, relax for like 5 minutes, and then jump back in and see how it goes, okay? Fair enough. Alright, well, let us get ready here. Let's get ready for the continuation of Dishonored 2. Thank you for being here. Take this opportunity to grab whatever you need. Get ready. And another 2 hours coming up. Keep in mind, I am playing Dishonored 2 again tomorrow. And I am planning to play it, you know, a lot this weekend. I don't know what's going to happen because I'll be honest with everyone here. If you weren't here for the earlier stream, not great attendance. And I don't know what happened. We started off with over 600 people, which was great. For a new release, you know, okay, we're getting that hype. And within, like, I'd say probably within 2 hours, because I took my break around 2:30. So, yeah, around 2 hours of playing, we were down to barely 400. And that's bad, but, I mean, the game is just as slow of a beginning as the original game had. But, of course, what I'm concerned about is, do people have a much shorter attention span now than they had 4 years ago on YouTube? Are they going to watch 2 videos and say, it's slow, and then go fucking watch some guy jerking off on camera? Alright, so they probably won't be watching that, but you know what I'm saying. So, I don't know. But we'll see. I want to keep playing it. So, alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll go from there. Okay, everybody. Another minute or so, we're going to get started. I'm not going to wait around. I'm not surprised that we don't have a lot of people on stream. We didn't have a lot of people on stream earlier today, and it sucks because this was going to be my game plan for the entire weekend, being that it's a new release everyone seems to have been waiting for, and now it's out, and I don't know what to tell you. I've had more interest in Call of Duty, Titanfall 2, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and pretty much every new release for the past 2 weeks than I've had for Dishonored 2. And I don't understand it, honestly. I'm very confused. I just don't get it. A lot of people are asking me, am I getting the PS4 Pro? I've pretty much answered this a million times, but people keep asking. The answer is no, I can't afford it. I don't have $400 to drop on a PS4 Pro. I just don't. I wasn't kidding when I said I needed people to help and pledge to Patreon and that my business wasn't doing well. Like, I don't just make shit up. I don't have that kind of disposable income to just dump on something that I'm only going to see a negligible benefit from. From what I'm to understand, the PS4 Pro is giving a slight performance increase in a few things. For example, in Dishonored 2, apparently there is a frame rate increase, meaning that it actually runs more consistently and doesn't have a lot of the frame rate issues that we've all kind of been experiencing on the regular PlayStation 4. But is that worth $400? And the bottom line is, even though eventually I would probably like to get a PS4 Pro, I can't afford it. So maybe in the long run, but right now it's definitely a no-go. There's just no way I could get it. I would have liked to do, for example, a side-by-side comparison running Dishonored 2 and Final Fantasy 15 and all those games side to side. I could have even done like split screen of half one game, half the other, and showed you exactly what it looked like on each console. But sadly, I don't have the money for it, you know? So, there you have it. Actually, is the PS4 Pro even $400? I don't even know. I think it is, right? I don't know. And then you get a dummy in the stream chat. But you just bought the PSVR. That was $800. Wrong. Wrong. It wasn't $800 at all. It was $400. I bought a lot of games for it that cost a lot more money. But also, I pre-ordered that 6 months ago. Duh. I haven't been making any major purchases at all recently, because now is when my business is not doing so well. I pre-ordered the PSVR during a time earlier this year my business was doing great. My business was up. So, keep your stupid comments to yourself, you dummy! And he's still continuing on. Alright, goodbye. Herp derp. The dummy is gone. Herp a derp. Get the fuck out. You know, some people say, why do I focus on the negative? I don't. I try not to. But I'll be honest with everyone right now. I'm going to be really honest with everyone, okay? Because there's 159 people on stream right now. Let me spin it for you as honestly as I can be. I was very hyped for Dishonored 2. I really liked Dishonored 1, okay? Now, I actually was in the minority. A lot of people thought Dishonored 1 was okay, but didn't love it like I did. I thought it was one of the best games of the year 4 years ago. I've been very hyped for this game, knowing that there's two different ways to play it, two different characters who might even have different plot lines and all that, okay? And I've been waiting for this anxiously, because honestly, the past few weeks, yes, I've been playing through a bajillion first-person shooter games. You know, Battlefield 1, and then frickin' Titanfall 2, and then 2 Call of Duties, and I was like, finally, something refreshing and different, right? It's going to be something nice, and some variety for my viewers, those who maybe have been away for weeks because they didn't want to see a million shooters, to finally something different. It is incredibly disheartening that I play this game today, new release, and no one's coming out for it. Like, it really is. And you wonder sometimes when I'm playing a game, some people say, wow, Phil sounds really burnt out. He sounds burnt out. This is why I sound burnt out. It's not because I don't like the games I'm playing and I don't like doing this as a job. It's because I gotta sit here in the back of my mind worrying about, can I pay my fucking bills next month? Because no one's coming out for new games. You know, this is what you hear in the videos. It's not Phil's tired of playing games and Phil's tired of his job and he doesn't enjoy it anymore. No, I actually enjoy it just as much. It's that, you know, big hype, new things. Everyone's telling me, oh, I'm so excited. And then it comes out and I sit here and people quit the stream in the middle of it, even though the game's getting better. And here I am, ready to play another 2 hours. I'm going to do a second stream. I'm really hyped for it. Everyone's excited. I go to the second stream. We've got 170 people. You know? That's the problem. That's what makes me feel like this. Not anything to do with the games or not liking my job. I love my job. The problem is apparently people don't like me doing this as a job anymore. Because look at this. You know? That's what's disheartening me. The bottom line is, this is the funny thing. For years, right, I did this as a job, right? And people were like, wow, Phil, you were so different in the past. You were so upbeat and everything. Yeah, guess why? Because every game that I played, no matter what it was, it could have been some rinky-dink indie game, it could have been a hype AAA release, or it could have been a classic retro playthrough. No matter what I did, people loved it. They came out, they watched, they interacted, they commented, they shared, right? I felt like what I was doing was meaningful. It's very hard to feel like what I'm doing is meaningful when it's a big AAA hype new release and I can't even get, you know, a couple hundred people to watch. It's like, what the hell, man? So, I don't know. That's what disheartens me. That has nothing to do with those of you who are here now. You have to understand that. It has nothing to do with you guys and gals who are actually here watching live. It has nothing to do with the game. It has nothing to do with me wanting to do this as a job and not liking games. That's a complete lie. It's completely wrong. The problem is I'm doing this thing that I love to do, but people aren't turning out for it anymore, and I may not be able to do it in the future. That's what's fucking with me right now, you know? I had this awesome 8-year thing going, and now it's like, what the shit? And now, of course, now you think, okay, well, Dishonored 2, all right, get to the next one. Well, what about Watch Dogs 2? Well, honestly, Watch Dogs 1, when I played it, didn't have great turnout. What was it, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. That wasn't good. Like, I started and people were interested, and then within a couple streams, I remember people got bored. And that's a long game, so I know that's going to be a long one starting next week, right? Pokemon, we know Pokemon traditionally isn't going to get high viewership because it's Nintendo. I haven't had high viewership for anything Nintendo in a million years. The only exception was Super Mario Maker. Everything else I've done Nintendo. So now I got to worry about the whole month tanks, right? Oh, Final Fantasy 15. Well, yeah, well, maybe the first few days, and then if it's a boring, grindy game like most Final Fantasies are, and this is the problem, you know? I know it's not just the streams. Now says some people, well, some people are just busy during your stream times. I mean, true, right? You're right. Right now, it's very late for a lot of people. My international audience, my international audience is still about 45%. About 45% of people who watch my stuff are actually outside of the United States. So I understand if you're in Europe right now, yeah, it's late as shit, and maybe you're not here for the live stream. The problem is, I find that stream attendance translate into viewership on the videos as well on YouTube. And earlier today, when it was not late, okay, the stream started with 600 viewers, and by the end, we barely had 400. Then I took a break, and then we didn't even get 400 back after the break. Which tells me what's going to happen is exactly that. People are going to watch the first 2 videos, say, oh, it's a slow start, and never come back. Because, you know, I didn't edit out the tutorial, and I didn't edit out the actual build of the game with plot, and just to have a funny, scripted fucking comedy montage or whatever it is that all these other popular YouTubers do, and everyone tells me I should do, which I don't want to do. I want to play the fucking game. I want to play the fucking game like it's supposed to be experienced. I don't want to sit in front of a video editor for 4 weeks making a highly edited 5-video montage for you and not being able to experience the real fucking game. Which is what I did for how long, you know? So, there you have it. That's the truth. So again, this has nothing to do with those of you who are actually here at all. It has to do with all the people who aren't here. You know, and the people who are going to watch the videos and watch 2 and say that they're bored. That's what this is about. And that's why, again, I want to make this clear. You may see me, hear me playing a game or whatever. Oh, Phil doesn't seem as excited as he used to be. It's not that. It's all the other shit in the back of my head that's killing me, you know? That's what it is. All that shit that's on my mind. So, I do apologize to those of you who are not part of the problem, but, you know, people want the real honest realness of what's going on versus the fluff. There's your answer. Alright. Well, now we're going to play the game for a couple hours, alright? And the bans list, the bans list just got cleared out in the stream chat. A nice big spamming of the unbanning. The spam of the unban. Alright, let me, get this going here. Give me a moment. Alright, here we go. Alright, well. I guess what we should do is maybe just go to the station, because now the tracks, you know, have been powered down. Even though I already got to the station already, so you really didn't even need to do it. I'm just a little annoyed I can't figure out how to get into that freaking house, man.